I line dry indoors. I like to do a quick sort of things by size. So big things, medium things, and little things. And the reason for that is with my limited space. Let me show you my indoor drying rack. That huge one. I actually dug that out of the basement, so I have no idea where you'd get something this big and massive, except maybe at some kind of Amish store. So the reason I separate is because first I'll hang the big ones on this big drying rack, and then I'll put the medium ones on to fill in the cracks, because oftentimes like a shirt will take up this much and then there'll be not quite enough room for another shirt there. So I'll do a medium-sized piece of clothing, which would be like my daughter's clothing is kind of medium-sized. And then lastly, I'll fill in the cracks with the tiny things like the socks and kid underwear and stuff like that. And I feel like that's just the most efficient way. Here you can see I've first I hung up the big shirts, then I put the socks in the little spaces. You can see there's a pair of kid pants down there. So, yep, that's how I do the indoor laundry drying. I wanted to show you guys, I got this top at the thrift store. I don't know if this is a good brand or not. I really like it. It's a 3/4 sleeve, black and white striped shirt, and it really needs a lint roller, I'm sorry. But, and it's got little button things on the sleeves. But when I bought this, I was like, you can see it's a boat neck. I was like, that is not going to work, because if you've ever tried to wear a neckline like this, the bra strap comes to about right here. So I was like, if I'm going to buy this, I need to do something about that. So for the first time, I knew about this for a long time, but this is the first time I actually tried it. I made a bra strap holder. This is called a French tack. So pretty much what it is you sew on the female end of the snap, which is easy, and then you do like a hand crochet thing with the thread. So this is a double thread, and then I just kind of hand crocheted it till it reached the snap, and then you attach the other end of the snap. So when you want to use it, let me see if I can, unsnap it, slip it under the bra strap, and then, sorry about my hand getting in the way, and then snap it back in place. So I have a dress that has one of these, and I love it, but I was really excited to find out how easy it is to do one on your own. Kilowatt plugged in here, and I never unplugged it from a while ago, so the wattage is accumulating, but you can use this to figure out how much electricity your appliances and other stuff use. So here it's plugged into our coffee maker, and I ran it on the hot water side to see how much it costs to heat up a cup of hot water for tea, and it costs about 0.7 cents. So that is not a whole penny. Guys, 2 pounds of carrots prepped for this week's meals. This is for a mirepoix, which is a mixture of celery, carrots, and onions, and you use that for soup. And we only have one soup meal this week, so I'm thinking that's going to be enough, and that's only about 1/3 of a cup. And these are going to be for roast and stir fry. And then today I'm doing baked chicken for lunch. So I'm going to put all these in the Instant Pot and then separate them into thirds. 1/3 will be for eating with the chicken today. The second third I'll slice up after they're cooked, of course, and throw that in some stir fry for tonight. And then the last third, you know what, actually I might not cook the last third. I think I'll just pop it in the fridge because they'll store better if they're not cooked, because that meal doesn't happen until Saturday or Sunday. Here is today's lunch. I was going to do enchiladas, but my taco shells are just not cooperating. So I decided to do a casserole. I'm just going to layer the tortilla shells with the mixture of beans and meat and taco, whatever this is called, enchilada sauce. But I wanted you to know that I made extra beans for chili later this week. So I'm going to pop some of those in the fridge, and then whatever's left over, I'll probably mash into refried beans. And, yeah. So none of this stuff, it's very, very economical. The corn tortillas are cheaper than flour tortillas. They're nowhere near as good, but if it's going to be in a casserole, then it doesn't really matter. And then, of course, I made my own beans. These I actually got at the dollar store. They're actually $1 a pound, and usually they're more than that at Kroger or Walmart. So that's where I got the beans. And then the enchilada sauce is just oil and spices and tomato paste. So all this stuff is really cheap. It's just a matter of, and it's easy to make, it's just a matter of making all of the components and finding the time to do that. And I feel like a big part of getting all that done is my wonderful Instant Pot. This is just the broth that I collected when I baked those chicken thighs the other day. There's a lot of fat that came off, but also about 2 cups, about a pint of broth. So I'm going to put that in with the other broth that I actually made in the Instant Pot.